Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Let me review a fragrance that is, I would be considering this fragrance a luxurious product, luxury item from the house of Dior. As you guys know, I have quite a few collections from house of Dior in the designer side, but I do not own anything from the Privé, La Collection Privé, or more of their considering niche line. I do not own anything from them, but fortunately I have 3 samples that I have been owning. I mean, not owning, I have been having to test and then review. I have reviewed one of them already. From this sample, this is going to be a sample review. So I think I've done Leatherwood. This was a very, kind of like an animalic fragrance. I didn't recommend this to everybody. It's a very daring fragrance. I think most of these fragrances in this line are very much for niche, niche lovers, kind of, they're very complex. They're not instant love. It takes time to understand. So I have done that. So second one I'll be doing today is Patchouli Imperial, and they have quite a nice little bottle. They actually replicate sort of like their bigger bottles, which look something like, I think I never owned any of them, but Dior sort of copied their bottles. If you can, cylindrical bottles, they have similar sort of cap. They have magnets in these bottles, the big bottles, and I think the bottle is pretty much simple. They have this kind of a sticker up there. So basically that's the bottle, that's what it looks like. And these even small samples, I think they come in 7.5 ml, and they come in the big bottles will be just bigger size of these. It's nice sort of a capsule sort of thing, so the bottle stays inside like that. Okay, and that's how that is. So there's no sprayer on this. I put some of this on like dab, and it's in my hand for some time. I was waiting for the dry down. So let's review Patchouli Imperial. So I saved the last one, the best one, for the last, because I love this one. After testing, I love this one the most, Bois d'Argent. I think I'm probably butchering the name, but this is my most favorite, Bois d'Argent. I will review this in time. I think probably very soon, because these samples I got from Perfume Bangladesh. Masood Bhai lent me these, and after I review, I'll return back to them. Alright, so basically, yeah, that's the presentation. Let me hold the bottle. These bottles, I think, come in 150, 250 and 500 ml, 3 bottle sizes, and they're gonna cost you a lot of money. So I'm not exactly sure how much they cost, but I heard 250 ml cost you around $350 to $450 around there price range. I could be wrong, but 300 over dollars, so it's expensive. That's why I'm calling it a luxury item. So this fragrance was relaunched. It was initially launched in, I think, 2011 at first as a part of their La Collection Privé, and recently they relaunched in 2018. I think François Demarchi is the official perfumer for this, official nose behind this fragrance, and this is for women and men both. So let me tell you my thoughts on this one. And this fragrance, it's also like a very complex fragrance. This is not for everybody. I am finding only Fave Delicious is the one that I could be seeing as a mass crowd pleaser. Even that one, the sweetness and the tonka, or let's say the sweetness, utter sweetness of that fragrance can turn some people off because it's very, very potent. So this fragrance also has good performance on it. Let me talk about performance first, then talk about how it smells. This fragrance has good performance. On my skin, it lasts about 6 to 7 hours, give or take, because we live in hot climate, so perhaps something to do with that one. And if you spray from bigger bottles, perhaps it will last you longer. But it has good performance, just like any other Privé collection. It says it's unisex for women and men, so I could see both men and women can wear it alike, but kind of feels like 60% towards women, 40% towards men, because I think it will smell sexier on a woman if she's wearing somewhere in her hair, on a dress and stuff like that, but men can easily pull this off. I got some similar vibe to some other samples and bottles that I have. I'll share with you, but this fragrance is unique on its own right. So dominant note, of course, you can see they're playing with patchouli. Sorry, my camera wouldn't pick it up, but it says Patchouli Imperial, so the focus is on patchouli. So if you ask me, I do not see so many people going crazy about patchouli. Not everybody loves that note. Let me show you some of the fragrance, then similar to this one, then I'll talk about this. If you know Mr. Burberry, it has this one, the EDP has patchouli, like a patchouli bomb. If you happen to like this one, imagine this one minus let's say the peppermint or something. There's no mint, and imagine the darkness of it. That's how I see patchouli. I find it very sexy, but not everybody likes that one. Then this fragrance, I don't know, for some reason, Patchouli Imperial, maybe just my nose, it's reminding me a little bit of Lanston de Guerlain, the extreme version, Liege. Okay, but not, I wouldn't say very similar, but same kind of complex dry down sort of. Okay, then these two are extremely, I can say with confidence, Grand Soir by MFK and the By the Fireplace by Replica House, this one, right? So if you happen to love those Noir Ombre by Semiake, you might find this very interesting. Okay, this one has opening kind of like a citrusy opening when you put it at the first time. It has sort of like a orangey sort of citrusy opening, but not too much citrus. Okay, it has right amount of citrus, but it's kind of like a dry opening. Okay, I don't know, it's just the fragrance or what, but I do not find this fragrance to be very juicy sort of bergamot or orange, kind of like a dry citrusy opening. So after that, that real magic starts happening. If you really can like those notes, if you go to Fragrantica, there are tons of notes, but what I really pick up are kind of like a smoky, ambery, how to say, smoky amber vanilla sort of a combo. It's kind of like the dry patchouli, because patchouli is the center stage. I get it from the heart sort of. Okay, so it starts getting a little bit dark and smoky and kind of like, you know, like a vanilla incensey sort of a fragrance. So it doesn't get too smoky though, but it's kind of sexy. It's kind of dry kind of a fragrance, kind of sexy. I could see this kind of like in the transition between summer and winter, in the middle period, like where it's like getting cooler but not very cold. It's kind of like getting like mild cold, like fall and stuff. Okay, so I think that'll be ideal time to wear it, you know, not very heavy sort of, but I heard people say in Fragrantica they had good performance out of it, so it lasts a long time. So where do I see people wearing this? This fragrance is, I would feel not everybody's going to be wearing this on daily basis unless they really love this fragrance. Okay, I am kind of in the middle road of it with this, because perhaps it's not my cup of tea, or I'm sort of like, I'm looking for something in this fragrance which Leech provided me, you know, like Lanston de Guerlain or Replica by the Fireplace or Grand Soir. There was something playful about that one, those ones. This one I find a little bit like serious. It's a serious kind of fragrance. So I see this, if you can pull this off in workplace or night out or dinner or something, like serious kind of affair, you know, serious dinner, nothing fun, or you know, with family and stuff. It smells a little bit like mature fragrance to my nose. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's a nice fragrance, not for everybody, just like Leather Oud, but it's definitely better than Leather Oud in terms of wearability. If you talk about Leather Oud, Leather Oud is really, really, I mean, like if you like Kuros powerhouse fragrances, this is for you. Really heavy leather and oud, that's what you get. And I think I like Oud Ispahan a lot more, but Oud Ispahan is a different story. But this fragrance, I think it's kind of like a dry fragrance to my nose, and dry down, it's really, really nice, beautiful, artistic kind of a fragrance. Okay, you can give it a try, but I suggest you get some sort of sample like this, smaller portion of juice, and do not invest as in blind buying fragrances like this, which is going to cost you $300 plus, right? So overall longevity, I'm giving this 8.5 out of 10. Seasons, I would say it's somewhere in fall, spring, autumn. That time it's great for it. Both men and women can wear it. Versatility, it's okay. I mean, hot summer's day you can wear it, but do not wear it too much. Just go 1 to 2 sprays, because those sprays are going to be really good, I suppose. And they do come with a magnetic top, which is very nice. The bottles look really, really good. I really love this bottle. Simplicity of these bottles are pretty. But is it worth the money? Okay, definitely not worth the blind buy. And that's my honest opinion. Definitely give it a try. If you go to Dior's counter, if you're traveling overseas where they have Dior counters, if you do not have it here locally, I would say if you're passing by some airport duty free, definitely give it a try. I think it's probably worthy looking at this whole line, obviously, because they have quality going on in this. So it's kind of like a love it or hate it kind of fragrance, gonna be for people, not gonna work for everybody. The amber in this, it's amber and sort of vanilla combo. It's kind of interesting, but it's not as interesting to me as Grand Soir. Grand Soir is really sexy, it's really smoky, it's really out there. There's something is missing from it. It's just very quiet person, perhaps doesn't speak so much. It feels kind of like a gray, a kind of a day, sort of like a gloomy kind of a day. You can wear this for funerals, I guess. Okay, so that's my overall thought. And this fragrance overall, I would give for the quality and overall what I get from it, complexity. It's not that complex, to be honest, but I would not purchase this as a full bottle. I think the next fragrance that I'm gonna do review, and that could be a full bottle worthy. But I'm glad I sampled it. Okay, so this fragrance overall I'm giving, like, for the quality and everything, I'll give it 7 out of 10. Okay, so this is Patchouli Imperial, nice fragrance, but I would call a pass, not full bottle worthy for me. Right, that's the review for today. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll come back and do some more videos for you, as long as the bottles keep coming from my friends and they're lending me their bottles to review. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.